What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Mason, and I'm pretty much an idiot, or at least that's what most of you people down in my comment section say about me. But today I want to show you a super simple trick. Made a YouTube short about this, got a lot of traction over on TikTok. Follow the TikTok channel if you haven't already. But I want to show you an easy trick I found to make working on 6-7 power strokes easier. That simple trick is to remove the cab. No, I'm just kidding. Removing the cab is a very in-depth process, but it does make it a lot easier. What I found out though is working on turbos, upper lower intakes, high pressure fuel pumps, fuel systems, it makes the job 1,000 times easier if you can get the cab lifted up 3 or 4 inches. So how do you do this? Well, how I do it, I remove the front 3 cab bolts on both sides. I leave the back 2 in. Then using a 2-post lift, we lift right here on the pinch weld, just on the front. If you'll notice on our back post here, we don't actually have it under the truck. We're just lifting the front of the cab up just enough to get a little bit of extra room here. So how much room does this give you, you might ask? Well, let's check. Look up here. The distance in between this cowling panel here and that turbocharger, I'll throw a little overlay over here just to kind of show you exactly how bad it is on one that the cab's not lifted up on. You can actually take a look here at the bumper, the distance between the bumper, the grill, and the headlight here. You can see we got a pretty good sized body lift on here. I live in Alabama, so I've seen a lot of body lifts, you know, unfortunately. But you can also notice, if you look right here, the distance that we picked it up. Look right here between the cab mount and where it sits on the body up there. So we got about 3, maybe 4 inches. Man, I was just about to make a really bad joke about that 3 or 4 inches, but we're gonna skip that, you know, family friendly YouTube channel and everything. But a couple other notes I will say about this. 11 to 16 guys, I'm sorry, there's a good possibility some of your cab bushing cage nuts could spin. There's a cage nut up on top. If it spins, it spins. You know, there's really not much you can do about it. Torch pretty much fixes everything. It cannot be tight if it's a liquid. Put a torch on the cage nut. It can be difficult on the front too. I usually pull the headlights out and go in through their headlights grill. Go in through that area to get the front 2. The next 2 down, they actually have plugs right up under the carpet you can get to fairly easy if you have an oxygen acetylene torch. Shouldn't be a problem. 17 up truck guys, you're golden. I've almost hardly ever seen a 17 up cage nut spin. I don't know why. I don't know if they just didn't put the same amount of Loctite on it, because it looks like they do. I mean, you can see the amount of Loctite they put on these bolts. This is why they're difficult to get out. It's not the dirt and the water. It's because these lovely engineers decide that they need all this Loctite. But what I can tell you about this is it makes turbo jobs, getting upper intakes off, getting high pressure fuel pumps, it makes pretty much everything on the back side of this engine 1,000 times easier to get to. I honestly don't know how I worked on these trucks before I figured out this trick. Really don't know why I'm showing you this, because next thing I know we'll have labor cut times and I'll be making less money and you'll be saving money. But subscribe to the channel, that'll help, you know, offset that income there. But yeah, if you're working on power strokes, I would highly recommend doing this, giving it a shot. It's really not that difficult. The one last thing I do want to tell you is be careful with how much you go up. There is still wiring harnesses, coolant hoses, and AC lines hooked from the frame to the body, and if you pick it up too high, you can rip and tear things. So be very careful, only a few inches. Listen, see if something pops. If something pops, you might not want to go anymore. But as you do a couple of them, you'll kind of get a gist of where and when you should stop the lift. Because like I said, you don't need a lot of room, but you know, a couple inches really makes a world of difference when you're working on these. So here we go again, a couple inches. I can't help myself. It's just my personality. Family friendly YouTube channel. All right, so that's pretty much gonna wrap us up this video. I'm not gonna give you a big outro segment, but if you have not already, like the video, go like the video. I mean, I just saved you hours and hours of headache. Just all you gotta do is go like the video. Or you can send me money on PayPal. That's down below as well. Liking the video would do that. Anyways, that's gonna wrap us up for this one. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.